So, at this current time in the U.S., liberals and millennials are getting offended at an alarming rate. The more I think about it, the more I discuss it with people I know, the more I've come to realize, and the conclusion that I've come to is liberals and millennials, the main group of people that get offended over everything, are not genuinely offended. They are choosing to act offended by said whatever, so they can either get their 5 minutes of fame and get the attention that they're craving, or they can sue and make it a get-rich-quick scheme out of everybody that's recently becoming offended by the color of a cup from a fast food restaurant, or the shirt somebody advertises, or something somebody said in one context, and they know it's in one context, but they want to think of it as another. Out of all of these circumstances that people are getting offended, I bet you 3/4 of them are attention-seeking or get-rich-quick schemes, and the person that's offended isn't genuinely offended. That's how I see it. With that, I think that all you liberals and millennials that just act like a child need to grow up. You're in your mid-20s at least. You're an adult. Start acting like it. Go out and get yourself a decent job. Put on decent clothes. You know, get rid of all of them ugly facial piercings. Act and look like a decent, respectable person. And maybe people will take you seriously when you do get offended, assuming it's genuine. Common sense. I mean, it's another thing too is when a millennial or a liberal, we'll call them weirdos, how about that? When the weirdos get offended by something and they want to sue or want their 5 minutes of fame and go to the news network or whatever, the court system or the news network that actually gives them the attention or enables them to sue is just as stupid. You can't fall for these. I mean, it's childish behavior, and you're giving into it. You're not any better than they are. It's frustrating. I mean, I don't know. I've met a couple liberals. I know a couple millennials, both respectable, hard-working millennials and crazy green hair, nose piercing, I don't give a rat's ass how I look, but I demand the best paying job millennial. And I can see the difference. It's a choice that they make. Not every millennial is bad, and I'm sure not every liberal is bad, or corrupt, or childish. And I certainly don't mean to offend anybody, but the majority of millennials and the majority of liberals are childish. They want it their way. They're going to throw a fit if they don't get it their way. And, I mean, hell, their fits include riots. They riot when they don't get their way. Oh my gosh. Take them to their bedroom. Put them in timeout. And that's it. We can't keep giving in to them, because if we do, they're going to keep pushing the limits. You know, they push it this far, we push back and like, all right, fine, we'll give in. So the next time they're going to push it a little bit farther, and we're not going to push back as hard because we've realized that the riot or the fit essentially stops for now when you give in. We need to put our foot down, tell them to act like an adult that they are, become respectful, become a respectful citizen, and maybe we'll take their concerns seriously. There are ways of going about getting your opinion heard. Rioting and protesting and just all around pitching a fit is not one of those ways. Grow up, people. Come on. Disclaimer. Sorry, not sorry.